Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today. So the changes that we're going to be looking at in this video are the ones that have been made to Abyssal Verge. Now this is one of my favourite game modes, especially for farming my normal gems. So the update with this is definitely a bonus for people like myself that actually enjoy this mode. So you can see here quite clearly the first change is that the minimap will show you exactly where the boss is going to spawn. Now this is super helpful because if you've run this game mode a lot of times like I have, you'll know that sometimes the boss can spawn in a completely different location to where you expect it to, and you might be the opposite side of the map to where the boss actually spawns as well, especially in locations like Mount Zavain. I find that one is probably one of the worst ones for where the boss spawns, as it can be completely random and completely different to where you'd expect it. Obviously there are similar spawn points, but sometimes depending on where you are put on the map at the start, it can really affect getting to that location. So knowing exactly where the boss is going to spawn definitely makes a difference for this. Now a shout out to these players that have helped me with this run today. So we've got Game Zone as always, Neki, and a guy from Raven's clan that you've seen in my Shadow War videos a few times. So we've got Old Swally with me as well. So thank you so much to you guys for joining. I'm the only wizard in this party, so this ended up being a party with 3 demon hunters and 1 wizard. But really nice classes to run Verge with. I always think that Abyssal Verge is run really well with ranged classes. It's much easier with the kind of attacks and skills that you have to actually run it when you are ranged. So as I said at the start, I generally split up when I do run this with other people. So normally 2 people go off separately and 2 people stick together, or 2 people stick together for the whole thing, so you can split into 2 groups. This makes it really easy to farm and really quick to farm as well. So the other thing that is updated with this is that normal gems will also drop. As you can see, Neki at the bottom there has obtained tourmaline, so you can actually farm your daily gems through Abyssal Verge as well. So I'd recommend doing this maybe on a Monday, or however, whenever you like to cap your gems normally that we would do from layers previously. I generally do mine throughout the week, so I run Abyssal Verge throughout the week. And this, now having the normal gems, your daily gems land with it, makes it a lot easier to farm those as well. So I personally will probably be doing a few Abyssal Verge runs every day, just to get my normal gems that way. Obviously you can get them in other ways as well, like open world farming, dungeons, etc. I don't always get my daily normal gems because I don't always have time to like spam dungeons or anything like that, and I really don't like farming open world anymore. I know a lot of people still love it, but I don't really see much point. I've got all my gear upgraded and I hate just gaining more and more scrap material. But there we go. So you can see the boss has now spawned, and myself and one of my teammates are here. We have enough points that I know that we're going to hit the 2k mark for the maximum amount of gems that you can get from running Verge. So that is it. That is one run complete. You can see it took just over 2 or just under 3 minutes. We got 8 gems there and a few materials as well. And also the remnants there. I always forget what they call it. Abyssal Essence, I think is what they call it. So you can see completely different spawn point for this one. So we spawned on a different area, and the boss will also spawn in a different area as well. So I started going off in this direction and then noticed that 2 of my teammates, so Neki and Old Swally, were both going that way. So I decided to go a different way and run separately to these guys. You can see Game Zone is already off in his own little world on the other side of the map as well. So I'm going to go through the middle part of the map here. Now one thing I do want to highlight on this part of the map when we get to it in a second, there is an elite that does spawn here, and there is always some kind of bug with it. Sometimes it doesn't show up straight away, which it has done today. Other times it seems really hard to kill it. So you can see I'm spamming my attacks. I've just taken a huge amount of damage, and the boss just doesn't seem to be taking much damage from me all of a sudden, and then suddenly the health does go down. So there is some kind of bug with that elite. I'm not sure what the issue is, but it's only ever that one on this map that I have issues taking down, which you'll see in a second because there's another elite coming up on the map in a moment as well, which I'll be able to take down really easily. So the reason for splitting up in Abyssal Verge is because you can earn the score a lot faster, and you can get that top score for getting all 8 of your legendary gems, normal gems from the run. So you can see what I mean about the elites. That one I took down much more easily. But yeah, so splitting up makes it a lot faster and a lot easier to get the scores that you need to gain 8 gems instead of only gaining 6 or 4 gems from the run. So it makes it much faster to farm your normal gems this way for the week. And obviously being able to farm Abyssal Verge and Ereban is so much better than having to go and look for lairs. I have a feeling that they'll end up removing hidden lairs from the game because I don't really know many people that are actually farming them anymore. Running Abyssal Verge and Ereban, like I said, is a much faster way to actually gain your normal gems for the week. So if you know this zone well, you'll see that we are heading towards where the boss will spawn shortly. So with Verge, I generally take down all the monsters. There's a lot of people that focus just on elites. However, if you have a build like this one, which is my farm build that I shared earlier in the week, this will make it a lot easier to just literally walk through all the mobs and take everything down without even trying. So basically super fast to run Verge or Ereban with this build as well. I think I did mention that in my build video, but at least you can kind of see it in practice here today as well. So we want to aim for just over 1,800, which is what we've got currently. There's a few more mobs around, so we're going to try and take these down and not get consumed by the Terror Incarnate, which is obviously encroaching on us now. So you do get the notification for that, as you can see, less than 19 yards from Terror Incarnate. Keep your distance. So we're going to go now and kill this boss. One of our teammates is taking down the last few mobs at the top, as you can see, and we managed to do that 2,000 score again. So that is it from me with this video. I really think this is a positive update for this game mode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And for now, that's it, and I'll catch you in the next one.